Hello, welcome to another episode of Automation Digest. Today's video is part 2 of PDF extraction. Today we will be talking about the image extractions from PDF files. In the last session, we talked about PDF contents, how to extract them, how to extract metadata from the PDFs. Today we will be concentrating on the images. To start with, we will verify how many images are present in the PDF. We'll compare the images to see if they are same. We will also try to gather the details of the image, the height, width, etc. So let's get started. All right, I've already written the basic stuffs, which is getting the details of the file. If you go and check in the resource, I have something called test graphics extraction.pdf. This is the file that we would be verifying to see if the images match, to extract the images and verify details of it. Let's quickly get into the PDF and check them out first. All right, this is my PDF. Page 1 has an image. Then we have some text. Page 4 again has an image which looks similar, but we are not sure yet. Let's verify that using our code. Page 6 also has an image which is definitely different. Page 9 again contains an image which is similar to the previous one. We will verify the images and see what is the result that our code gives. So let's get started. Let's first extract all the images and place it in a folder. I've already created a folder called PDF images, which is currently blank. To extract the images into files, we require some other components of PDFBox, namely cost name, PDX object, PDImageX object, and PDX object. So let us create a method to perform this activity. This method would write all the images in our folder. And the reason we are returning the file name is to calculate the number of images which are captured. If we execute this, perfect. If you see on the terminal, we have the result as 4. If you remember the PDF that we saw, it also had the images count as 4. But then we were talking about the images being captured in the folder. If you see in the PDF images, we have 4 images. The names are image 1 to 4 because of our code which has image and we are incrementing a count. If I open these images, the first one is a map which was present in the PDF as well. The second one is the same thing. Third one is a satellite view and the fourth one looks similar. But we'll compare all of them and see if they are actually similar. So our task 1, which is to calculate the count of images present in the PDF, is accomplished. We have also accomplished the mission of getting all the images extracted into a folder. From here on, we will play with the images. We will try to find out the metadata, the other details of the images, compare the images with each other, and see where do we land. Now to get the details, we will use another feature from Java AWT called rendered image. So let's create another method to perform that activity. The reason we are creating different methods are we can use these methods based on our need. Now this method would give us the detail in form of list of rendered images. From this list, we can get the details that we want. So let's call this method from our main method. Now, what are the details that we can gather? So let's find out. So for the first image, let's say we want to find the width. We can do it using get width. It will return an integer. Similarly, get height would return the height of the image. There is something called get color model, which will give us all the details about the color coding. So let's find out these 3 details for now. Let me execute this. There you go. The width is 1373. Height is 913 and the color model FF0000 for R mask, FF00 for G mask, FF for B mask and 0 for A mask. These are some of the details that we can use. We can also find out other details related to the image. The get data will give all the details related to width, height in one line. So let's use that. There you go. The width, height, bands, the X offset, Y offset, the data offset. All the values are provided. Now, these are some of the details that we can gather from the image. Based on our requirement, we can definitely assert whatever is required. Now, the last section of today's video would be comparing both the images. Let me create a method for that. So basically, we are comparing all the colors of the pixels, every pixel that is present. We are comparing if it is equal or different. And if the width itself does not match, it's going to throw an error. In those cases, we are directly saying that the dimension mismatched. Let's call this method from our main method. But this time we want to compare all the four images. So let's use for loop to compare each image. And if we execute this code now with the correct location of the file, wherever it is placed, if we see image 1 and 2 does not have any difference. It matches exactly. 1 and 3 has a difference of 22.9%. 1 and 4 similarly 22.75%. And image 3 and 4 do not match in the width. This is exactly the comparison that we wanted. So to have a quick recap on the things that we have done. First, we were able to extract the images from the PDF using some of the objects like COS name, PDI image object, and writing the image using image IO, counting the number of images captured by storing the image name in a list and also comparing the metadata details of the images. Now, this COS name provides us a convenient way to communicate with the files, the PDF files. Whereas the X object names gives us all the objects in the page. From there, we have to extract only the image. We search for all the objects, cast them into PD image X object and get the image from that. Once we have found the image, we store it in rendered image in AWT. From the rendered image, we can capture the details. For now, we have captured only details of first image. We can repeat the process for all the other images that we want to capture. Finally, we did a comparison. The comparison is based on the colors of the pixels. It is doing nothing other than checking if the colors at every pixel is same or different. Finally, based on the difference it has calculated, we find out the percentage, and that difference percentage tells us what is the difference between two images. That's all from PDF. Thank you for watching. I'll come back soon with some new episodes. Till then, happy coding.